Hi friends, Mehjabin here. Today I am going to explain Martin Kiszko's poem, Whose Place Is It Anyway? So let's check it out. The poem starts like this. The golden mole is threatened by the workings of a mine. The pine marten and polecat live on borrowed time. Hippos cannot hide from illegal poachers' guns. Do the cheetahs of Botswana watch their last setting suns? So the poet says that the golden mole, now this is a small mammal which is found in South Africa. The golden mole is threatened by the workings of a mine. That is, because of a mine, the golden mole has cannot live peacefully. It is threatened. Its life is in danger. And the same goes for the pine marten and polecat. The pine marten is an animal which is usually found in Europe in the woodland areas and also on the pine trees. And then the polecat. The polecat is a Eurasian mammal. The pine marten and polecat, they live on borrowed time. That means their lives are also in danger. Hippos also cannot hide from the illegal poachers' guns. The hippos are also killed. And then the cheetahs of Botswana, do they watch their last setting suns? That means do they have the possibility to live longer? The poet seriously doubts. That means they do not get the chance to watch the last setting sun of their lives because they are killed before time. As Arctic ice dissolves and polar bears decline, and polar bears they decline, that means they die more, and these animals, the numbers of these animals get reduced because the Arctic ice is threatened. It starts melting faster because of pollution and global warming. Can the wolves of Ethiopia trust humankind? And the wolves of Ethiopia, even they cannot rest, they cannot live in peace because mankind conducts such destructive areas in their habitat that they also cannot live peacefully. Will white-tipped shark and angel shark avoid the fishing trawl? Fishing trawl means, can these two breeds of shark, the white-tipped shark and the angel shark, can they avoid the fishing net? How soon until the pingo tree take its final fall? So the pingo tree is a plant. It's a flowering plant found in the dry regions of Africa, and even this pingo tree is threatened. Means it is also killed in a random way, and so its life, the life of the pingo tree, a rare tree, even that tree's life is threatened. Not only the lives of the animals is threatened, but also the life of the pingo tree or other rare trees are also threatened. That is what the poet means to say. The manta ray is troubled by pollution of the waters. The manta ray is a fish which is found in the ocean. So this fish is also troubled by the pollution of the waters, the pollution in the ocean, and as a result the manta ray dies faster, while cats of the Andes scarper from a slaughter. And even the big wild cats of the Andes region, they also scarper. That means they run away, they try to escape from a slaughter because their lives are also at stake, their lives are also in danger. Will the jaguar outrun the hunter's cold pursuit? So even the hunters, they keep pursuing wild cats like the jaguar and they keep pursuing them ruthlessly, can we save our ponds for the great crested newt? And can we save our ponds for the great crested newt? Now the great crested newt is an amphibian native to Great Britain and other parts of Europe. So can we keep our ponds safe so that the great crested newt can find its habitat there? That's the question that the poet is raising. In other words, he seriously doubts, he has his doubts that the manta ray and then the other cats and jaguar and the great crested newt, he doubts if they will be able to survive on the surface of the earth for a very long period of time. Will snakes find their lairs? Lairs means the holes. Will snakes find their lairs as habitat turns to road? So he says that the snakes also are in danger because the holes in which they are living, those holes are being converted to road. So their habitat is converted to roads so that man can use those roads for communication. So the habitat of the snakes are also in danger. Does a parking lot come first or the Puerto Rican toad? Is man making an attempt to save a rare species of animal like the Puerto Rican toad? Or is man making an effort to do it? Or does a parking lot, or is he making a parking lot there where a Puerto Rican a Puerto Rican toad should be finding its habitat? Does man make a parking lot there? Will koalas in their hollows survive the ruthless logging? And will the koala bears who live in the hollows of trees, will they survive the ruthless, the vicious logging of trees which are continuously cut down? If the trees are cut down, then where will the koalas go? Where will they live? Shall we bother to find out, or is that just too much slogging? Will human beings care about all these things? Will they bother to find out as to whether there is any real chance of these type of rare animals to live for a very long period of time? Will man engage, will man spare some time and energy to find out whether these animals are going to live longer? Or is that just too much slogging? Or is that just too much of hard work? Lastly, the poet says, he concludes the poem with these lines: why don't we remember those with whom we share the earth? Why don't we care about the other living things with whom we share the earth? Why don't we remember those with whom we share the earth? Why don't we remember the plants? Why don't we remember the rest of the animals? Why don't we make any effort to protect them? And why won't we honor and value their true worth? That means why do we think that their lives are insignificant? We can't let our best friends simply vanish without trace. So he says that man should not be so careless. We should not let our best friends, like the plants and animals and everything else in nature, they are our best friends, and we should not let them simply vanish, means disappear without a trace. So let's work together and restore their rightful place. So let us all unite, let us cooperate with one another, so that the earth becomes a beautiful place to live in, and where man can live peacefully with animals and birds and plants, and the oceans also get the chance to survive without any pollution, and the ice in the Arctic areas, they also remain preserved. And if the ice remains preserved, then animals like the polar bear will also have a greater chance to survive. So that's the main idea of the poet. With that, I come to the end of this explanation. Meet you again very soon. Bye.